At some point, I think we all need to recalibrate. We all need to rewire our brains into how to date in 2022, especially. In this episode, I want to get into how to date in 2022. It's Dark Knight Radio. I'm Dark Knight. How y'all doing? And from what I see, what I hear these days, you guys know how I am about dating. And I'm going to go over in this video how to these days. I see a lot lacking. From every facet of dating, we're lacking. And that's why relationships are at an all-time low. That's why we can't get what we want at the end of the day. First off, we got to make sure we're healing ourselves before we decide to join somebody on their journey in a relationship, whether you're a man, you're a woman, your sexual preference. We got to make sure we're healed. If we don't love ourselves and care, if we don't go into a relationship with a good mindset, good mental state, then it's not going to last. It's impossible to love somebody if you don't care or love for yourself. That's true. I've been through this. I've seen it. You have to love yourself. You have to be healed to love somebody. You can't give love if you're vacant of love. And you can't receive it if you don't show it. The old way is not working. Back in the day when the only thing you knew how to do, back in the day when you can get a girl or boyfriend and the only thing you needed to know how to do was probably read or have a job or write your last name. In today's age, in this women's revolution and women are making their own money and they're independent, the new way, the old way of dating isn't working. Because now we have a gender thinking they're better. You know, it's a gender war right now, man. We're smack dab in the middle of it. So how do we get out the old way of thinking? The old ritualistic way of dating and what our parents instilled in us since we were 2 years old or very young? How? How do we fix that? We have to know what to look for when we're dating. We gotta know what we want. And that comes into knowing yourself. You have to know what to ask for. If you get into a relationship, right? Let's just say, you meet a girl and she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, and you ask her, what do you look for in a guy? And she says, well, I want such and such. I want a guy to take care of me financially. In your head, you may not have the money, and deep down, you're not going to keep up with her expectations. So we lie and we become something that we're not to get someone we don't need. And we lie to ourselves. If we lie to ourselves, we lie to the person we're in a relationship with, and then the whole relationship becomes a lie. You have to know what to look for. Whatever you present, it's going to be what you attract. Facts. These women kill me today. How, you want to attract a man by wearing the skimpiest and shortest and smallest things possible, but you want to be respected and looked at as a woman, as a respectable woman. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad to want to look good for your spouse or to attract the opposite sex. It's not. But when it becomes a problem down the road, when you start to say, well, that was not my character, respect me, treat me like a queen, like a goddess. Yeah, but you gotta act like it. And stop coming to women, flexing and flogging, taking pictures in front of cars, taking pictures with money. You meet a girl, you ask her, you telling them, yeah, I got the money. Whatever you need, I got you. And deep down inside, you really want a relationship. You want something meaningful. You won't have to be a sponsor for this girl, so you lie so she can like you. And deep down, you really don't like that. Now, if you got something mutual to the point where you have an agreement. She says, you give me this, I give you that, and you guys agree on it and you stick by that, then I have no problem with what you mutually agree on. But when you deep down inside don't want to do it and you're doing it for somebody to like you or treat you better, then that's where I have a problem. That's what I have a problem with. You have to know yourself. Like I just said, you have to know yourself. If you don't want to be with a woman that's fast, that says she don't want a relationship, that's out here in these streets, and you're the jealous type, you can't handle her verbally, you don't have the leadership skills to handle her, or you're not that man enough, and deep down inside you know it because we can't lie to ourselves, and you get this woman and she requires attention, she requires money, she requires a certain level of man that you're just not. It's not you. And you get with this woman on false pretenses, and then it becomes a problem. You become jealous to the point where you become possessive and you want to fight or even possibly kill for this woman. And she's going to continue to put you in these situations because you're not sticking up for yourself, or she knows that you're not the man that she want to end up with in the long run. Let's just be honest. We have to know who we are. If you can handle that, then you can get with that. If you can't, don't lie to yourself. Move on. You're going to cause yourself a lifetime of pain. I swear to you. And this goes to the women too. Don't let men lead you on a path that you're not willing or ready to go down. Know who you are. I guarantee you, if you know who you are, and you know the type of person you want, and you attract that person, everything will be fine in your relationship. Relationship these days are based off lies and false pretenses. I can't tell you how many times I heard women say, I got this dude, he wasn't nothing but a flexer, he was a liar, he didn't really have the money. And what's with these guys lying on their penises? When at the end of the day, at some point the girl's gonna find out you're not packing what you thought, what you told her you was packing. Or he might have sent her a good pic. The lighting and shading was right, so she probably thought, you had a hog on you. But no, stop flexing, stop flogging. We gotta know who we are. I like to compare dating to a job interview, the interviewing process in a way. Why? Let me tell you why. When you go on that first job interview, you're going to have your hair cut, you're going to be smelling good, you're going to look your best, your Sunday best. When you go on that first date, you're going to have your hair did, you're going to look your Sunday's best. You're going to sit face to face with your interviewer. Just like a date, you're going to sit face to face with your date. You're going to put on that great representative. You're going to have everything to say. You might even study the night before. And then what happened? You leave, you go home, and you hope and you pray you get that second call back. Just like on a date, just like on a job interview. And when you get that second job interview, i.e. the second date, you're happy. You can be yourself because you're only one step away from getting that job. Then what you do, you go home again, you wait for that third call back. Come on in, I want to take your background, I want you to do your fingerprint. Because women do background checks. Women have a network, I don't know what it is, but they have a network of women on social media where they can actually get information on guys. I found this out the hard way, but it's true. I don't know how they do it, but don't expect for women to not know who you are these days. Okay, I'm telling you, I'm not capping. I'm telling you, it's something they know out here. And just like the job interview. Now, granted, on the other side of the job interview, you're going to have other jobs lined up just in case that one don't go through. That's true in the dating world and in the job process world. Tell me I'm lying. Come on now. Tell me I'm lying. And I want to skip to online dating. Online dating is mental, first of all. I see these pictures of women on these dating apps, and the caption doesn't match the picture, just like the Instagram model video I did. You know, it's certain things you have to look out for. If a girl's telling you, I want a long-term relationship, I want to find true love, but she's taking a picture with a bikini and her legs spread, then you might not want to swipe right on that. Or if a dude is taking picture in front of a rent car, you can rent Lamborghinis and Audi. You can rent these cars. He's taking picture in front of a car with a chain on, with some bolts on. You think this dude you've been looking for because he got some money, and he's taking pictures with a spread of money. That these are red flags, and you don't have to talk to these people. You can see it on the pictures. You can see you can see the contact, or people. A picture is really worth 1,000 words. If you really look at these pictures on these dating apps, if you're a smart person, you can kind of see, you can see it, and it kills me. And the dating sites are funny. They're funny. I was on some just to do some research, and it's funny. It's crazy. I was telling my coworker about it earlier. Dating right now, dating period to me is life and death. Dating is not to be taken lightly. That's why you have to be truthful, be honest. If you just want to hit, say you want to hit. We all grown. We all adults here. Everybody in America don't had sex before they was in a relationship. Everybody don't had sex when they wasn't in a relationship. We grown. If you just want to have fun, they say I'm not looking for nothing serious. I just want to have fun. If it leads somewhere, it leads. But right now, I'm not looking for anything serious. Why do we lie? Why do we lie? Because I guarantee you, women who've told, it's always the opposite for me. Okay? I did an experiment. You can ask my brother. This is true facts. I said, you know what? I'm going to tell women that I don't want a relationship. I only want to have fun. And I'm going to see where it goes. Every time I've done that, it almost always ended in them asking for a relationship. On God. I did an experiment asking, saying I don't want nothing but a relationship. And ironically, it didn't lead to a relationship. It led to me just having sex with someone. Seriously. Now, the thing is, it's not that I'm playing with nobody's emotions, but in the dating world, you want to get it right. You want to get it right and try as less times as possible. Don't nobody want to sit here and date 15, 20 people looking for the one, even though some people's journey may take them there. But we want to get it right in about the first time or the second time. It's really a trial by fire. It's hit and miss. It's trial and error out here these days. It really is. So knowing who we are, we can better attract, I think. And when I say dating serious, because when I started dating a girl, I asked me, do you have any ex-boyfriend? Are you dealing with somebody right now? Because I'm jealous. Like, we don't have time for nobody else to be jealous, because these dudes are killing for these women that break up with them because they was inadequate in some way, shape, or form, and they see them happy with another guy. These dudes take this to the grave, man. And most people who live in their life trying to get somewhere, trying to build, trying to start their own businesses, trying to really make moves, we don't have time to be dealing with that kind of baggage and getting this type of stress or thinking about this over somebody we don't even know because of somebody you dealt with in the past. I've seen stories on YouTube and stories on TV where people actually killed their exes, current spouses, or current boyfriends or girlfriends. Fatal attraction type things. Some people don't let that go. Some people aren't like most people who can just say, you know what, I tried, it didn't work. Let's move on to the next one. I'm not looking back. And they told the truth why it couldn't work. It's not hard. You don't hate the person, but it just didn't work out. Everything don't last forever. It's a healthy fear when dating, especially online dating. That's why you have to do your due diligence. Get to know people, ask questions. That's why it's important to know who you are, because if you know who you are, you can be truthful about what you want. Stop catering to people. Stop saying yes now and then complaining later when you find these niggas are crazy out here. Men and women are crazy in relationships, not just men, trust me. Understanding is key. Understanding situations. Understanding red flags and telltale signs. And I'm only saying this tonight is because if you're going to agree to get in a relationship and you want to put your heart in it, do it the right way. You have to do it the right way, especially when you get sex involved. This primal urge, the dopamines and serotonin, these hormones and bloodlust, these chemicals get spread when you have sex. These chemicals get spread when you just sleep naked next to somebody. So we have to make sure we're doing and taking our time. It's very, very important. And it's crazy how we can sit here or lie and give a false pretense, because this is crazy. Women, deep down, some women I experience don't like the image of something perfect when it comes to a guy. It scares them. You may talk too perfect. You may sound like you have no flaw. You have the right thing to say. You may have no weaknesses. But that's not good all the time, because sometimes having a flaw or weakness make you vulnerable. It makes you relatable. And you start to see why. You start to see the past, the guys who have screwed them over, or the guys they did see glaring flaws in. They're the ones who probably got the girl pregnant, or the girl was in a long relationship with them because they saw a flaw. Now, a guy who seems like he has everything, they're a little bit skeptical. Is he a serial killer? He's too smooth. Is he up to something? I don't trust it. I don't want to be around it, which is kind of backwards to me. But now I understand it more, because I've been told that before. I used to say, what? Like, don't you want somebody who can speak, or don't you want somebody who can put everything together, who can handle himself in such a way? No, because to be flawed or to have some type of flaw, it's relatable. It makes you more human. And more human seems like it makes you more safe. Not safe as far as like a rebound safe, but safe as far as, okay, I know he's not crazy. He's like the rest of us out here in the world, versus somebody who talks a certain way, monotone, and know what to say, know how to handle himself, and seems like he never gets stressed or never get too up, like too low or too high. That humanity shows a certain emotion they look for, and then they feel protected by it. It took me a long time to understand it. I still trying to get some understanding for it, but it's facts, it's true. When you're dating somebody, you have to know everything about this person. And I keep stressing this, because I see young people my age, older, we make the mistake and they're jumping into things quick, and it don't work out because we want it now. Women have a certain mindset right now, because the jobs they have, Instagram and OnlyFans, that whatever they can get, they want it right now, because they feel like they shouldn't have to wait, and they feel like they've been waiting too long, or they want it now because they don't see no tomorrow, which could be further from the truth. Could be further from the truth. I guarantee you, a lifetime of searching is better than 5 minutes of stress and pain, especially today. It's very, very important we get this right in the shortest amount of time. Being single forever, like the decision we make right now as far as dating, you have kids with somebody you don't even like or don't want to be with the next 20, 30 years because you didn't do your due diligence. You couldn't say no, or you couldn't wait, or you listen to somebody. And that's another thing I wish we have to be smarter for our younger generation, because I hate that women that I've even dated don't have a good a good advice tracker. They can't talk to nobody about good advice because their mothers didn't get it right. Only their mother will hear is find you a man with money that'll treat you right, that'll take care of you. That's not advice. Money is important. What money buys is not important. And we don't teach that. The only thing we say is go out there with the mother, go out there and find your man who will take care of you. He can be taking care of you but putting a foot in your ass at the same time. So, I mean, try to date an African. Trust me. I know one. I've heard the stories. So, knowing who we are, making sure we're healed first. Making sure we know ourselves, making sure we do our due diligence. Treat that dating process like an interview process. Don't jump into it. Look for signs. Signs don't come. They may not come in the first month or two. You can't judge if somebody's your husband or not the first week or first 2 weeks of dating them. You would never really truly know a person in your lifetime. You would never truly know your wife, your husband, your son, your mother, nobody. You would never really truly know a person or how that person really feels about you. So you have to go the extra mile, especially if you're a single mother. Which dating that's another topic. Like me personally, I changed my mind. I don't really date single mothers anymore. And that's based off my subjective experience. I've tried it. You know, it seemed like they have another mindset as far as what they want in a man. And the whole thing itself is just too much. Dealing with the father or the baggage, then the hurt from the first baby father. You got to jump too many hurdles, and it seems like it's impossible expectations. Not because you don't live up to them, but because you have more to do than to live up to the expectations. Every woman I ever tried to date who had kids had these quick, I want it now, husband first week, month, this move. I've seen it, I felt it. And they're very, very guarded at the same time, which is a catch-22. It's very, very difficult dating a single mother, especially today. They want all from you, but they don't trust you. If you ever been in this situation, you know what I'm talking about. It's very, very hard. I hope in some capacity I helped you guys tonight. This is something that's been weighing on my mind. And that's going to be a part 2. Because dating to me is very, very important. Something I hold dear to my heart. Because of my experience and what I see. So it's been a good one. Remember guys, please post in the comments. That'll really help me with the YouTube algorithm. If you want to see this channel grow into something even more, I'm trying to go really far. I'm trying to let this advance and monopolize and get it to actually grow into something even stronger than this. I can't do it without the family. I can't do it without you guys. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. You guys be good. Be safe.